I'm here to discuss my concerns regarding the proposed change in board policy as it pertains to citizens' comments. The proposed changes would limit the time that a citizen is allowed to speak to 3 minutes. This is a change to the current policy, which has always been 5 minutes. Why are you proposing the change? Is it because as of late the meetings have been full of taxpayers and citizens who want their voice to be heard and want to take a part in the local government? The change of the policy is designed specifically to restrict the rights of citizens of Plainfield Township to participate and have a voice in their local government, which comes only after citizens have been voicing their opinions that are critical of the board and the manner in which the board conducts the public's business. Who is driving the change? A committee self-appointed by Mr. Meek, headed by Meek, who we have been openly critical of for 6 months, joined by Stover and Matthews. We all know where Mr. Meek's interest lies, and it isn't on the side of the people of the township. Prior to March 29th, Mr. Holman emails the Sheriff's Department, which I have a copy of that up here, saying Mr. Meek is concerned about an overwhelming crowd that may demonstrate boorish behavior. So we had to have 2 Kent County sheriffs attend that meeting because you were afraid of the citizens that are only here to speak their opinions and to uphold you guys and make you guys accountable. You also state tonight, Mr. Meek, that you didn't interrupt a member of the audience when they were speaking, when they interrupted you. But you know what? On March 29th, with a packed hall, you chose to not allow the citizens' voice, cut the time limit for the first time in over a decade from 5 minutes to 3 minutes because you did not want the citizens to voice their objections and the manner in which the board has conducted themselves regarding continued employment of a pedophile and 5-month delay in adopting a policy for background checks, the state investigation regarding the illegal use of taxpayer funds by allowing the profile article written by Mr. Holman after you were told it was illegal, the Belmont Road project, and the manipulation of meetings with the Road Commission to conduct public business in private and exclude the stakeholders. I see this policy as another one of your attempts, Mr. Meek, to limit the citizens' ability to make their views known. Have you taken time to think about the citizens? I think you often forget you were all elected by us tax-paying citizens. We elected you to fulfill a duty which some of you were not fulfilling. Several citizens have asked to meet with the board members outside of here and have been denied that opportunity. We understand that many on the board have outside employment, but you deliberately ignore or do not bring to the attention of the board concerns of the public. That leaves us no option but to come to public meetings and voice our concerns. We elected you, and we want the chance to say what we feel is right. Some of you say talk to us after the meeting. We'll provide you those documents after the meeting. Yet, many of you sneak out the back door and run as quick as you can after the meeting.
You have 1 minute left.
Why don't you listen to us before voting? I find it incredibly frustrating that citizens' comments are always towards the bottom of the agenda, not giving the taxpayers a chance to have their opinions heard on agenda issues until after you've already voted on them. Many citizens I have talked with would like this moved up on the agenda and be immediately after the agenda approval. I ask the board members would vote no on any changes that further limit the public's ability to share their opinions and views with the board. Every meeting for 6 months now, citizens have stood before you to inform you and hold you accountable, and we will continue to do so. I also find it very interesting that a non-resident can come to a meeting tonight and speak for 5 to 10 minutes on his own personal campaign that has nothing to do with township business, but us tax-paying citizens, the ones that pay the salaries of all the township employees, are restricted to a 5-minute session. We cannot enforce you to do the right thing, be honest, or have ethics, but we certainly have the right to be heard in public for as long as it takes and as many times as it takes.